Good afternoon, my name is Deepan Budlakoti. I have lived in Ottawa my whole life. I've been born in Ottawa, Grace Hospital, and Canada is trying to deport me, but I am a Canadian citizen.
I have an Ontario birth certificate, I have held a Canadian passport, and before that, I was on my mom's Canadian passport for 5 years. In my passport it says that my nationality is Canadian. The government now says it gave me a Canadian passport in error. I don't know how they can say that, since it is stated in the Passport Act that only a person who is a Canadian can be issued a passport, and at the same time it goes through 3 different departments before it is signed off and issued.
There's no law in the Citizenship and Immigration, as well as the Immigrant and Refugee Board Act, and as well as the Passport Act, that states that they can take away a passport in error.
In fact, nowhere in the Passport Act does it say that they can take away my passport in my situation.
The government is trying to say that I'm not Canadian strictly on the fact that they believe that my parents were working for the Indian embassy as household staff, and on the contrary, we have evidence stating the fact that my parents had a visitor visa, and anyone that's born in Canada that is a visitor or that exclusively not working for the embassy is automatically considered a citizen and has the same rights.
I have always believed, and still believe, that I am a Canadian citizen. I was born here, I have every document a Canadian would have. I am suffering double, if not triple punishment. I already completed 3 years in jail because of criminal convictions. Now I'm facing deportation for this very same convictions.
What has been taken away from me is my health card, social insurance card, bank account, as well as a Canadian passport. I can't see a doctor, essentially. So if I'm sick, I can't see a doctor. If I really need to see a doctor, I gotta pay out of my own pocket. But I can't work because the Canadian government has taken away my ability to work.
This can go on for years, since at this time I have been made a non-citizen and I have no nationality anywhere.
I'm not an Indian citizen. I have never lived in India. I'm born in Canada, but the Canadian government is trying to deport me to a country where I've never lived. I also don't know anyone in India whatsoever. I have no family in India. I don't speak the language, and it'll be a complete culture shock being there. There's documents showing that India will put me on a plane, bring me back to Canada, or throw me in jail. The case is important in a sense because if I lose, it'll set precedents. If I win, it sets precedents. If I win, it gives a better case law to showing that, oh, there's people that live here longer than, say, I'll give you an example. If they lived here since they're 2 or 3 years old, it strengthens their case. If they lived here for 20 years, 30 years, it strengthens their case.
The government is punishing me for the mistakes and refusing to take ownership for their own mistakes. Government officials are violating my constitutional rights and violating my UN principles. These are things that should concern all of us. At the end of the day, all I'm asking for is to get back my citizenship and to be allowed to live a normal life. Thank you everyone for taking the time out of your day to view this video. Please visit my site www.justicefordeepan.org.